Hey y'all, hope you are having a great weekend. We are here. It is cold, but we just went and plotted out the area for where we're going to plant our garden this year. And now we are moving the girls, moving them over a little bit. And so I thought that I would just take y'all with me, and we're going to move the door right here so that way they always have had a problem ever since day one of finding their way back home over here. It's been kind of cockeyed. It's been kind of like a C kind of, and then moving the door over there closer to the house, the camper, will hopefully help with that. Come here, Millie. Come on. Jason is getting ready to get some more wood chips in here. Thought we would do that while we have the fence down. That would be easier. And I've been kind of in the process of spring cleaning, you know. Well, kind of cleaning up a little bit out here, but then it turned cold, and so it kind of doesn't even feel right like to be doing this stuff, but it's gonna feel wonderful again. So probably within the next week or so. So anyways, I guess we can go see if there's any eggs. I tell you what, this wood chip situation has been the best thing. I mean, it smells so wonderful too. Oh, we got a girl in that one. Let's see. Oh yay, we got 4 eggs. Good job, girls. Thank you. And that's Clyde. And we got one in there. Make sure that there's not any in the bottom of the floor. That's gonna need to be cleaned out. Alright. Let me go put these eggs up so they don't get cracked. So, what you doing, Millie? What you doing? Say hi. All right, got those put up. Let's get this fence moved. That way he can just go right on down there. Well, it's getting a little bit harder doing this one-handed, so I'm gonna set you guys down and just roll the footage for y'all later. can't find the pitchfork, so I'm gonna have to use the snow shovel. This might not work too well.
Early sun and the biggest sky reached hills that I have ever seen. These old stone walls and the ones they're holding, the only place I wanna be. Got shine light as it comes shining in your door. Got Chores words as they go by. Catch that wave as it crashes over you, and keep the fire alive. In the dark, when the summer sun has set down all the heat of all the day, has warmed the ground and the earth beneath your feet, and watching the fireflies in the night. Catch that light as it comes shining in your door. Catch those words as they go by. Catch that wave as it crashes over you. Keep the fire alive. Never could forget those sounds as they can wash into my ears, coming strong, a river running through me, holding on to what's still here. Catch that light as it comes shining in your door. Catch those words as they go by. Catch that wave as it crashes over you, and keep the fire alive. Sun and the biggest sky reached hills that I have ever seen. These old stone walls and the ones they're holding, the only place I wanna be. Got shine light as it comes shining in your door. Got Chores words as they go by. Catch that wave as it crashes over you, and keep the fire alive. In the dark, when the summer sun has set down all the heat of all the day, has warmed the ground and the earth beneath your feet, and watching the fireflies in the night. Catch that light as it comes shining in your door. Catch those words as they go by. Catch that wave as it crashes over you. And keep the fire alive. Never could forget those sounds as they can wash into my ears. Coming strong, a river running through me, holding on to what's still here. Catch that light as it comes shining in your door. Catch those words as they go by. Catch that wave as it crashes over you. And keep the fire alive.
Well, we're gonna finish up here. This is gonna continue to take us a hot minute, so hope you guys have had a great weekend and you guys have gotten accomplished all that you wanted to get accomplished this weekend and really just enjoyed the sunshine. And we're gonna get it finished up here and we'll see you guys on the next one. See ya. So I thought my battery was dying because I seen a flashing red light, but that is not the case. So 69% battery left and we are getting ready to bring the fence around and close it up. And like I was saying, this mulch situation, these wood chips are, I've heard it say like they're diaper. And it has been the best thing that we have done. So if you haven't watched my other video where I talked about this, are you all done? Did you lay an egg, Penelope? Let's go see. Woo, we got 4 more. Ooh, that one's nice and warm. About dropped that. You looking for all your friends?
Got some pine cones in this.
They're over there. They're over there. So let me go put these up. Then I will get back to talking about the wonderful smelling wood chips. We have been having an abundance of eggs and I've got to get around to taking care of them. So we are very blessed and thankful. Okay, so anyways, back to this wood chip situation. If you guys didn't see my video that I did talking about them, so don't go to your box stores and buy a small bag of mulch, because you can get big O truck beds fulls. Doesn't make sense. Truck beds full of it. And so a couple months ago we got a letter in the mail talking about that the electric company in the area was going to be along with a tree service, they were going to come and trim the trees around the power lines and everything down our road. And so we called them and we asked if we could have all of the wood chips. And so they are bringing them all to us free of charge, and it is so wonderful and such a blessing. And we're using them for so many things, and they've already started breaking down and composting. And so I am just looking forward to have amazing compost. But anyways, there's also another place called Chip Drop that we signed up to do. And so like what this is it's a company that works with other tree service companies. I assume it's tree service companies. We never did end up getting a drop from Chip Drop. We got on their waiting list twice, and but it's a free service as well, except you know, you can tip them and whatnot, and you'll be more apt to get a quicker delivery that way, from what I have read and seen. But like I said, we were on the waiting list twice, and I think it worked out for our good in this situation, because then we got the letter from the electric company, and just we contacted the head foreman, and this just all worked out in our favor. So now the girls have their diaper, and it does not stink. It smells amazing. It just decomposes right along, and the girls love scratching it around and just really getting it mixed in real good, and it's going to make some amazing mulch later as well. So that's my talk on the wood chips. So do not spend money if you can, and go this route. All right, back to work.
nice.
Make those holes defined.
What?
Make those holes defined right there.
Yeah.
So this is Premier One netting and electrical fence, and it's wonderful. Like, we haven't had any issues with anything getting in it, and I think we've had this, I think, right at 2 years, haven't we?
Yep.
Well, the problem that we've had though is because it's real rocky where we're at, and so whenever we put the post in the ground, this is what happens. It really bends the metal piece there, and so we're able to bend it back most of the time, but that is one of the things to think about. But we love having this portable netting, and to where we used to move them around and rotate them around on the grass, but now that we have these wood chips, we're able to just keep them here on this deep bedding, and it will break down and give us wonderful, wonderful soil.
I said I'll plant you a tree. You said wait, but what kind? And where will you plant it? Will it have all the sun it needs? I said I'll knit you a sweater. You said wait, but what color? And what kind of yarn? Will it feel soft enough on my skin so I can wear it out? Promises we make to one another. What will it take to keep us together? I said I'll build you a table. You said wait, but how big? And how will you stain it? Will it complement my kitchen table? I said I'll make you a vase. You said wait, but how tall? And how big around? Will it fit all the flowers in my garden when they start growing in the spring? Promises we make to one another. What will it take to keep us together? I said I'll paint you a picture of a long time ago. We were brand new and didn't know all the ways we needed to fit with one another. The things we'd say to prove that every other pretty face that we knew wasn't who we'd rather try to get to know. As we held each other, oh lover, promises we make to one another. Will us together. Promises we made to one another. What will it take to keep us together? I said I'll plant you a tree. You said wait, but what kind? And where will you plant it? Will it have all the sun it needs? I said I'll knit you a sweater. You said wait, but what color? And what kind of yarn? Will it feel soft enough on my skin so I can wear it out? Promises we make to one another. What will it take to keep us together? I said I'll build you a table. You said wait, but how big? And how will you stain it? Will it complement my kitchen table? I said I'll make you a vase. You said wait, but how tall? And how big around? Will it fit all the flowers in my garden when they start growing in the spring? Promises we make to one another. What will it take to keep us together? I said I'll paint you a picture of a long time ago. We were brand new and didn't know all the ways we needed to fit with one another. The things we'd say to prove that every other pretty face that we knew wasn't who we'd rather try to get to know. As we held each other, oh lover, oh lover. Promises we make to one another. Will it take to keep us together? Promises we make to one another. What will it take to keep us together?
So it's definitely easy to get this tangled up. Definitely makes it a lot easier having a second person there to help you. Are we gonna leave that in here? Are we gonna leave the brooder in here?
Probably don't need to.
I'm gonna go ahead and open the door.
Yeah.
Chick, 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 chick. Chick, 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 chick. Chick, 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 chick. Well, we pretty much got it. We just got to go back through and secure some of the places like he's doing now. Make sure and get them deeper in the ground. And that'll be it. So I know this was a longer, different video, but it gives you an idea of the life of having chickens. All right, so hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. I'll see y'all on Monday. See ya.